So, do you know what? Let's just have a little go at starting now. So what I'm going to have you do is, I'm going to get you just to stand up, or you can do this sitting down, whichever, but I'm going to stand up and do it, so it's entirely up to you. Going to have you come into this standing position if you want to, and then we just want you to pop your hands onto your tummy. I'm going to do some really nice big belly breaths because I'm sure everyone's been a little bit stressed out recently. So let's just do some really calming belly breaths here. So really lovely big breaths in for me. Inhaling right into the tummy and exhale. Just let it go. Just down again. A couple more big breaths in. Really big breaths into the belly. And blowing the air out. And just letting it go. We're going to do that a couple more times. Breathing in wide and deep, right down into the tummy. And release. And again, big breath in. And release. Good. So now just take your hands a little bit towards your sides. And I want you to try and direct your breath really wide into the sides of the body. So again, we're going to want you to breathe in through your nose for me, really wide breath. And as you blow the air out, just let those ribs go. Big breath in, really wide. And release. Gonna do that again, big breath in, really wide. And release. So just gonna let the arms hang by your side. So at this point, if you've got Pilates weights or your cans or whatever you want to use, you can pick those up, and we're just going to do some shoulder rolls with some really big deep breaths. So you can either be standing or sitting down at this point, your choice still. Nice big breaths in and roll. And again. We're going to do a couple more of these. Just want you to get that breath flowing, really big breaths in and out. Trying to breathe right down to your belly and your bottom. We're not particularly doing a lateral Pilates breath right now. Just want you to do really big breaths. And I'm going to take the stance a tiny little bit wider here. And I'm going to have you do like a little bit of movement. So we're going to inhale, open up, and exhale, bring it back. So inhale, going to open up, have a little bit of a turn, and exhale, bring it back. And again, at this point, you can still be doing this sitting down if you want to. Or you can be standing up and getting a little bit more stretch through the body. So it's a big breath in and a big breath out. And a big breath in and a big breath out. I'm going to do a couple more of those. Breathing in, just stretching and moving a little bit. And again. Good, so let's just do some shoulder shrugs here. So I'm going to have you inhale, shrug the shoulders up a little bit. And just let them go. Inhale, shrug the shoulders up a little bit and just let them go. And again, big breath in, big breath out. Good. So I'm just going to have you turn, I'm going to turn to the side. I'm going to have you reach your arms out nice and long in front of you. And we're just going to do a little bit of a shoulder shrug forwards and backwards here. So with your in breath, I want you just to reach really forwards for me. And with your out breath, we're just melting the shoulders down, feeling space across the front of the collarbones and pulling the shoulders back. So here's my reach, and I'm just pulling those shoulders back behind me a little bit. And I'm going to do that 2 more times. Big breath in here, and a big breath out. One more inhale, and exhale, just bringing that out. Good. So we're going to just go for a full-on shoulder roll now into your circle. So as you breathe in, I want you to reach up tall with the weights. As you breathe out, reach wide and down. Really nice. Inhaling, stretch up tall. And big exhale, melt your shoulders down, relaxing and releasing into those shoulders. We're going to go again. Inhale, reach up lovely and tall for me. And exhale, stretch wide. One more this way. Big breath in, stretch up tall. And exhale, go lovely and wide. And we're going to reverse that now. So inhale, really wide out for me. And exhale, reaching it down. Big breath in, go really wide. And exhale, reaching that down. Lovely big breath in. And a big breath out. One more, inhaling, big wide stretch for me here. And exhale down. Good. So we're going to go into a little bit more work with your feet. So I'm going to step closer so you can see me. And you can still keep hold of the cans or the weights if you want to. And we're just going to press the legs together. Now you can do this with your legs apart as well. And what I want you to do, I'm going to turn to the side so you can see my feet a bit better there. What I want you to do is just gently roll the heels up for me. So just floating those heels up, and then we're going to roll them back down. So I want you to try and engage into the tum and the bum at the same time. So as you exhale, I want you to feel like you're narrowing the gap between the hip bones, so really pulling the belly back a little bit, and feel like you're shrinking your bum cheeks up into your pants. So as you exhale, we're just going up a little bit like this, and then we're coming down. That wasn't a very good one. Let me do that again. So it's exhale to roll up a little bit, and inhale down. I'm going to do that 8 more times. Up we go for 8. And down, nice and slow and steady. Now you might need to hold on to a bit of wall with this, or hold on to a chair if you're standing up. And again, still if you're sat in a chair, you can still do this with your feet. You can roll your feet up and down on the floor, so you're going to exhale to peel up. And inhale, come back down. We've just got a few more. And I'm really connecting front and back, using my bottom, using my tummy. That's 2. And last 1. Good, so we're going to do a little bit of a pattern now. Let's check in. How's everyone doing? We all still good? Hi Kate, hi Sophie. Everyone there looking good, thank you. So what I want you to do now is we're going to have a little go at going in and out some footwork. Again, still with the weights if you want to. So you're going to bend the knees for me here. As you blow the air out, we want to roll the heels up a little bit. Then go ahead and push up. Then the heels come down. So this one's a little bit wobbly. So you might want to hold on to a bit of wall or a chair or something, or just do this sitting down and play around with your feet instead. So we're going to just gently bend the knees, roll the heels up, come up tall, lower the heels down. So give me a nice big breath in. Inhale. And roll. Exhale up, lower it down. Inhale, bend and roll. Exhale, lift and lower. Inhale, bend, roll. Exhale, lift and lower. Inhale, bend, roll. Exhale, lift, lower. One more big breath in, big breath out. So it is a bit of a wobbly one. We're going to try and do that the other way around now. So I always find it a little bit harder the other way around, so do excuse me if I wobble. We're going to go up, bend the knees, lower the heels, then stand up tall. Have a go. Up, bend the knees, lower your heels, stand up tall. We're going to do that a few more times. Inhaling, exhaling. Do you know what? Just as long as you're breathing to stay alive, it's all good. Just keep that breath flowing. Doesn't matter if you're on an in or an out. Just want you to take those nice big deep breaths. Just one more here. Lift, bend, lower and up. Well done if you did that without wobbling. You did it better than me. So I'm going to put these down and I'm going to pick up my towel. So you can use a towel or a flexi band. It doesn't matter. I've got quite a long towel here. Look, it's almost as tall as me, but I am quite short. So what we're going to work on next is some squats. So I want you to get that bottom sticking right out if you can when we go into the squat. And as you go down, so what I'm going to start off here, look, I'm going to go hip distance. I'm just turning to the side so you can see the squat. As you go into it, I want you to really stick your bum out. And look, I'm trying to keep my knee lined up with my foot. We're avoiding the knees going forwards because that's going to hurt stuff. So stick the butt out like you're going to sit on a chair. And let's go for 10 of these. Ready? And inhale down. And up for 10. Big breath in. And up 9. So I want to keep the head up, keep the collarbones wide. Big exhale, 8, 7, 6. I want you to push firmly into your feet. Big push. 4 more. You should feel your bum and your thighs working quite hard. 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. So we're going to go wide. We're going to do another set. I want you to go really, really wide, like a sumo squat. So take the legs really nice and wide for me. Again, I'm going to turn this way because I want you to see that I want you to really focus on getting that weight back towards your heels as you go into your squat. So we're going to take another inhale as we go down. Big breath in. Bring it up for 10 and 9, 8. Head up, chest up as you go down. So I want you to focus forwards. Keep that eye line forwards. Keep the collarbones open. And if you want to, you can really lift those toes up here and get a little bit more weight into your heels. Just a few more. Last 2. 1 more. There we go. Now we're going to do a little calf stretch. So again, we're going to use the towel. It's going to help us balance a little bit. So I want you to go ahead and take a step forwards. Now the leg that we want to think about is this back leg. So I'm really going to push my heel into the floor. So it is a little bit of a balance. So again, if you need to, you can hold on to the wall. Also, to get a bit more stretch, you can float your arms up with the towel. And then we can change. So, stepping into that stretch. I want you to push into that back heel. And again, taking the arms up to get a bit more stretch. So, I know you can't see my arms, but I want you to really see that my heel is going down here. And this is the stretch I want you to get in the back of your heel. So here we go, we're going to do a little set of 10 alternating. And it's going to be exhale back for 10. Inhale, come in. Now I want you to connect into those tummy muscles. And 9, 8, 3, push into that back heel and get that calf stretch. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, we're really engaging those tummy muscles to support the spine as you step back. Last 2, and last 1. Good, so we're going to do a little bit more work with the chest now, just get a little bit more stretch in the arms. So I want you to go really wide on your towel. If you've got a flexi band, it'll move a bit better, so you don't need to go so wide. So what I'm going to show you now is this. As you breathe in, we're going to go up, and as you breathe out, we're coming down. Now for those of you, some of you who have a shoulder injury, this might be your limit today, and that's absolutely fine. I want you to be safe, and stay well. So gently lifting up safely, not hurting anything, and back down. Now for those of you who've got a little bit more range of motion and you want to have a lovely big stretch, we're going to go all the way up and over, and that feels lovely. If you've been working at a computer, if you've been cramped over things, it just is a really lovely stretch. Reach it out. Good, so if you're not breathing, here's the breath. Big breath in, big breath out. Big breath in, big breath out. We're going to do a couple of these. Big breath in, big breath out. I want you to really feel that you're still engaging into these abdominal muscles as well, so you're not letting the belly go. Last 2, big breath in, big breath out. Big breath in, big breath out. On this last one, the option here, if you want to, is to add some pulses. So this is my stiff bit today. Your stiff bit might be down there, here, up here, or here. So I'm going to pulse on the bit that feels stiffest for me, which is here. And I'm just going to go little count. 3, 2, and 1, and up. And give the shoulders a shake. So it's quite a big stretch. Okay, we are going to ditch the towel for the moment. We're going to come back to that later. So we should feel kind of warmed up by now. I'm going to have a go at some plank pikes, a little bit of rolling down. So for those of you who don't want to roll, Just miss this next bit out and join in a minute. So I just want you to have a little breather. But for those of you who fancy a little roll down through the spine, and you're okay to do that, you're going to gently peel, start to nod the chin. We're going to bend those knees. I just want you to have a little dangle. And just let's move it around a bit. Just really big breaths in and out here. Big breaths in, big breaths out. Shake it out. And then take a big breath in. Push into your feet, engage your bum, use your core muscles to scoop you up. And we're doing a big exhale as you roll up, bone by bone by bone. Little roll of the shoulders. We're going to do that again. Inhale, blow the air out as you roll down. Let the knees bend, scoop the tummy in tight and have a dangle. And we're just going to move it around and breathe and shake it out because everything feels a little bit tight. If you've been working really hard, hold it here, take a big breath in. Push into your feet and we're going to roll up, bone by bone by bone. Use your abs, use your bum, and we're going all the way up. Good. So this time, we're going to roll down and walk out into a plank. Now for those of you that have just had a heart attack because I've said the word plank, you don't need to do a plank, you can just come down onto your knees. So the first one I'm going to show is your alternative, not the plank. So you're going to take a big breath in. As you exhale, we're just going to melt down and roll the knees bend. So you're just going to crouch onto the mat here and place the knees down safely like this if you don't want to do a plank. If you're doing a plank, you're going to roll, going to walk the hands out, and we're going to stretch into that plank. So I want you to reach those heels right back behind you. Feel your head reaching forwards and you're holding in a nice long line. If you're in the knees down, just hang out here, take a breather, and then we're going to go bum up to the sky, and we're just going to walk it out with those legs. So I just want you to bend one knee slightly, and then the other one. Look at your toes. Let your head dangle. Keep your collarbones open, so we're making sure the arms are wide, and we're breathing. Big breaths in and out. Nice work. So we're going to do a little bit of plank pike here. So with your exhale, I want you to shift forwards into your plank. Now at this point you can do knees down, take a stretch, or you can hang out in your plank. Stay here to breathe in. Exhale up to the sky. So those are your options. We're going to do a few more. Big breath in, stretch. Exhale, shift it forwards. We're going to hold it here to breathe in wide and deep. Then exhale, up we go again. You can let your knees bend a little bit here. It's absolutely fine to have bent knees and heels off the mat. Not everyone is super flexy. And then coming forwards again with your exhale. Shrug the shoulders back. Push the heels away from your ears and your ears away from your heels. Then we're going right back up again. We're going to do 2 more sets. Inhale to hold it here. Exhale, shift it forward. Remember, you can put your knees down at any time. Hold it there, take a big breath in. And then we're going to go back up. This is our last one. Everybody take a big breath in for me here. Exhale, shift it forwards. We're going to inhale, stay. And then gently take it back. Knees down, scoop the abs in. Take a little breather. Big breaths in and out here. We're going to go straight for our cat stretch. So I'm going to move forwards a little bit so you can see me. How's everyone doing? We all still alive? Yeah? Good, okay. Well done everybody. All right, now, what I want you to do is place your hands under your shoulders here. And we're going to just take a big stretch from your head to your bottom, so you can see my back's quite straight. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, start to curl the tailbone under, and we're going to flex slowly through the spine. Drop the head down, keep the collarbones wide. Stay there and breathe in. As you blow the air, we're going to stick that bum out. We're going to ripple bone by bone by bone from the tail to the lower back, to the middle back, to the upper back, and then the head. Reach your ears away from your sit bones. Stay there, breathe in. We're going to do that again. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under. We're going to scoop in tight. Let that head go down. Hang out there, breathe in. And I'm going to send those sit bones away again, ripple, ripple, ripple. I'm really still pushing into that mat. I want you to get that feeling of creating a lot of space across the front of the shoulders here as well. We're going to do it one more time. Breathe in here for me. As you exhale, start to tuck the tailbone under, nice big scoop. Let that head drop down. Stay there breathing in. And then sending sit bones away, rippling through the spine and creating that long line. Good. Mini break. Let's take a stretch. Okay, now I'm going to do a little thread needle exercise. I'm just going to move back a little bit so you can see my arms moving. So for this, again, we've got the knees under the hips and the hands under the shoulders. What I want you to do is take a big breath in. I'm just going to raise one arm up, little stretch up here. As you blow it out, I'm going to thread this arm through. I'm going to turn and take a little stretch in that direction. Then I'm going to inhale, come right back up again. And exhale, go through. And inhale, right back up again. And exhale, stretch through. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, big stretch up. Exhale, reach it through. In. And up. Good. And then we're going to change. So, making sure that you've regrouped with those shoulders. Pull the shoulders down, make sure you're in a nice long line. I'm going to go the other way. So you're going to take a big breath in and stretch up. And exhale, little scoop. Inhale, stretch up, reach. And exhale, a little scoop. You don't have to go too far with this one. It's whatever feels good for you. We're going to do 2 more. Big breath in, big breath out. One more inhale. Keep stretching your ears away from your bottom and create that long line through the spine. Let's take a little breather here. Okay, now we're going to do a little bit of work on our tummy. So we don't need any props just for the moment. I'm going to have you stretch out and come down here for me. So what we're going to do initially is I'm going to move away so you can see everything going on here. We're just going to do a little bit of work at finding the tummy muscles lying on your front. So I want you, at this point, if you have your cushion handy, that can go under your head like this. Or if you're just happy to hover the head or just pop it on the mat, that's absolutely fine. The hands are going to go kind of level with your ears and then about 90 degrees at the elbow on the mat there. Just let the head pop down. I want you to breathe in and breathe out. Just keep that breath flowing. I'm just going to lift my head up so you can hear me with this one. What I want you to do is imagine you've got an ice cube under your tummy. And we're going to draw the abs in gently and feel the abdominal muscles lift away from the floor a little bit so that you're connecting and guarding your lower back. So we're going to take a big breath in. And as you exhale, I'm really pulling my abs in and I can actually slide my hands a little bit there under my tummy because there's a gap. So I'm going to keep that tummy connection and I'm going to reach my ears forwards and my toes back. I'm going to do a little stretch. As you exhale, float the breastbone forwards. I'm going to hold it here, take a big breath in, and I'm going to melt back down. So I want you to imagine there's a light on your chest. Inhale, start to roll the shoulders back. As you exhale, float the breastbone forwards and up. We're going to lift and open. Inhale, stay there. And exhale, just melting it down. So for this one, actually, I might just strip off a layer so you can see my shoulders. Okay, so it's probably a bit easier for you to see what I'm doing now. So in this position, I'm going to roll my shoulders back and I'm floating my breastbone forwards, but I'm still keeping my tummy connected. Inhale to hold it and exhale to melt down. And for those of you who've done this before, you can add an arm hover and then back down. Good, now we're going to take the arms really long by your side, so reaching those arms away for me. From here, take a breath in. As you exhale, roll the shoulders back and we're going to hover up. And again, I'm keeping those abs connected quite tight. My rib cage is still in contact with the floor and I'm reaching really long from my head to my toes. Take a big breath in and then release that down. We're going to inhale, start to roll those shoulders back. As you exhale, reach long. Lengthen the ears forwards, reach the fingers back. Connect your abs. Hold it here to breathe in. Imagine reaching a little bit longer, and exhale, come down. So I'm going to do that one more time. Inhale, start to roll the shoulders, exhale, up we go. Hold it there, big breath in. And exhale to release that right back down. Good, so we're going to have a little go at your opposite arm and opposite leg lift. So in this position, I'm going to float my right arm up and my left leg up. And then bring it back down again. I'm going to try it on the other side. So it's going to be right leg, left arm. Okay? So we're just doing opposites if we can. So the head, again, can stay on your cushion or hover, but it doesn't really lift up. So we're going to keep that head quite relaxed. Tuck the chin in. And we're going to go for 10. Ready? Tummy in tight. And 10, 9, 8. I want you to really engage your bottom and your thighs. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to go kind of really wide with those legs now. And what I've done is I've taken my legs wider than hip distance apart and I'm laterally rotating them, which means I've turned them outwards and the toes are pointing away from each other. So I can feel my bottom working, my glutes are turned on now. And we're going to do a little bit more stretch here, so take a breath in. As you exhale, we're going to float the breastbone forwards. Imagine you're shining that light up the wall. Hang out there, take a big breath in for me. And then come back down. So for those of you who are new to Pilates, you're just having a little go today, I would stay low with this one. Don't go too crazy. Let's just do that one more time quite low. So it's a roll the shoulders back. We're going to float the breastbone forwards and I'm pushing into my hands a little bit. I'm pulling my tummy in really tight and I'm lifting up and opening here. Inhale to stay and exhale back down. Now for those of you who've done Pilates before and you want to go for the full swan, we're going to come right up, take a big breath in. Exhale, float the breastbone forwards. We're pushing into the hands, the bum's working hard, the tummy's pulling in tight. Hold it there, take a big breath in. And exhale, we're keeping that core connected as we melt back down and lengthening bone by bone through the spine. A couple more goes if you can. Inhale. Exhale, float forwards and up. Holding a big breath in and melting it down. One more. Inhale, start to roll the shoulders. Exhale, float the breastbone forwards. We're going to shrink the bum cheeks. Tummy comes in tight. Reach the ears to the ceiling. Take a big breath in. And exhale to melt that all the way back down. And then take a little stretch. So you're going to bring your hands back. Tuck yourself into a scoop. And take a big breath in and out. How are we all doing? Everyone okay? Good. So we're going to keep going with a little bit of work on your glutes. So taking yourself back onto the mat, I want you to take the knees really wide and pull your heels together. So if I show you that in this position, you're going to be like this with your heels pressed in and your knees really wide for me there. So come down to the mat and let's put those heels together. And this time again, you can use your pillow or pop your hands one on top of the other. I'm going to exhale, shrink the bottom, and I want you to really squeeze those heels in for 8. And again, 7, and I'm really lifting my tummy in tight. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to add a pulse, squeezing 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So for those of you who are extra flexy bendy and you want to have a little go, we're going to do a hip lift as well. So for those of you who just want to chill out and do a little bit more of this, absolutely fine. If it's available to you, we get those thighs floating up and we really need to draw the abs in tight. So 5 more here, up for 5. Only if you can, don't do it if it's too sore. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we take another little stretch here just to ease that off. Really good. So next little bit we're going to do is a nice stretch. So I'm going to have you turn onto your side, and again if you want your pillow you can pop it under your head, or you just use your arm like this. I just want you to bring your knees forwards so that the knees and the hips are at about 90 degrees, and we've got this top arm forwards. I'm going to do a lovely big stretch here. So I'm going to exhale, float this top arm up. With an inhale, let the ribs lift and open the side of the rib cage. As you blow the air out, we're going to rotate around. Bring the hand all the way down past your bottom and breathe in to regroup. So I'm doing like a big circle with my arm here, but I'm letting my rib cage roll. If you can, try and keep your knees together. We're going to do this 3 more times. So it's inhale up. Exhale, stretch and lengthen. Over we go. Bring it around. Said the wrong breath. Exhale up. Inhale, stretch and lengthen. Exhale, open around. Inhale back. This is our last one. Exhale up. Let the shoulder drop into its socket. As you inhale, we're taking this big breath into the ribcage. Exhale, open the chest and move it around. And then bringing it back with your inhale. Let's do that on the other side. So swing yourself around. So knees and toes right at the front of the mat for me. And we're creating this really long line. So I want you to take a big breath out. This arm comes up. I need to shift out a little bit, don't I? Here we go. So arm comes up. Inhale, we're creating this space in the rib cage. As you exhale, open around. And inhale to come back. Exhale, lift. Inhale, create that space in the ribs. Exhale, open around. And breathing in. Couple more times. Exhale up. Inhale, here's your stretch. Exhale, open. And inhale. We're going to bring that back. Last one. Reach it up, let that shoulder drop back. As you breathe in, I want you to move your rib cage a little bit. We're going to extend and open that chest. And then bring it back. Nice work. So we're going to go straight into your side lying series now. So again, use a block or a pillow under your head to give you some support. So we're going to do a little bit of work with the sides of the thighs, and this is really important stabilizing stuff. So I'm down here, and I've got my bottom leg's going to go straight, but it's forwards. Not too far, just about 45 degrees-ish. And then this top leg's going to hang out here. And we're going to do some lifts and lowers. Now you can see I've got quite a short waistline, but I'm going to try and keep it as long as I can. What I want you to do is either rest your hand on your thigh, your hip, or put it in front of you for support. I'm going to put my hand on my hip because it helps me remember where my pelvis is moving or if I've wobbled. So we're just going to go inhale up, curl the toes in, exhale down, inhale, point lift, exhale, flex lower. So I'm keeping this really long. Can you see I'm keeping quite still in my upper body, breathing in, breathing out. So really using my core muscles to stabilize while I'm not moving this, but I'm moving this. Good, so we've got 3 more here. Inhale, point lift. Exhale, flex lower. Inhale, point lift. Exhale, flex lower. And again, inhale, point lift. Exhale, flex lower. So I want you to do some little circles for me here. So again, just reach the toes away, keep the waistline long. I'm going to circle forwards. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I'm going to have you just gently curl those toes forwards towards your shins. We're going to do a little kick. So it's 2 sniffs and then push it back and really tighten into your bottom. And again, keep this top line really stable. So I'm using your core muscles. 2 sniffs forwards. Big exhale. And again, sniff and press. 4 more. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Now, I'm going to line the legs up so that we've got the bottom leg and the top leg directly lined up with each other. Going to keep this top leg here and we're going to do a little bit of inner thighs. So I'm going to pull this up for 8 counts and then down. 7, and again I'm really drawing these abs in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and I'm really relaxed up the top here and I'm really working hard down here, and that was your last one. Little knee hug, and we're going to do that all on the other side. So Bring yourself around. Remember, bring your pillow with you if you need it. I'm going to stretch out in this long line here. So I've got my bottom leg slightly forwards and my top leg lengthened. Let's move so you can see me. That's it. And then I'm creating space in my waistline, top and bottom, so I'm using this abdominal connection to draw in here. So let's go ahead and do some lifts and lowers. It's inhale to point lift, exhale flex lower. So I'm pointing my toes away as I lift up and curling them in as I bring it down. Doesn't actually matter if you forget, but it just makes that leg and the bum work a little bit harder here. So it's really good to have a go at doing that if you can. Inhale, point lift, exhale, flex lower. Big breath in, big breath out. That's 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Good work. Now we're going to do some little circles. So go ahead and circle for me. Really using that core to connect. 3, 2, 1 and back. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Curl your toes forwards. 2 sniffs here. Big push back. And again, inhale. And press. Again, I'm really working on keeping my top line as still as I can. I'm creating lots of connection using my tummy muscles. That's 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Okay, now stretch your ears and your toes away. We're going to create lots of opposition from the head to the bottom. I want you to reach, reach, reach. The legs are now lined up. Up we go, 8 counts. Ready? Inner thigh comes up. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then knee hug. Woo, well done. Now I'm going to have you roll onto your back. I'm going to work a little bit more through the spine and the bottom. So is everyone still okay? Lovely. Thanks guys. Great. Okay. Go ahead and just gently lie yourself down. And when we're lying down on the back, we want to feel that you've got your neutral curves of the spine. So as you're lying down, you should have a little bit of lumbar arch here. Bum is heavy, head and shoulders heavy, and we've got the knees just about hip distance away. So just have a little look at where the pelvis is and line it all up. And feet are pretty much lined up under those, knees there. Let your arms relax. Take a big breath in. As you blow the air out, I want you to feel like you're shrinking your bum cheeks in and scooping the abs. You're going to push firmly into the feet, and we're rolling and peeling towards a bridge position. Keep the breastbone down and keep the ribs heavy. So what I don't want you to do is push up and arch. We're just creating a long line. Stay here to breathe in and exhale. Melt it right back down. Good, nice big breath in here. Exhale to roll and peel, up we go. We're going to hold it here, take a big breath in and then melt it back down. Inhale. Exhale, roll and peel up. Hold it, breathing in and then melting it down. So we're going to have a little go at just getting a little bit more work on that. So I'm going to have you just readjust, make sure the feet haven't snuck away from your bum. We're going to roll up. We're going to let the pelvis drop a bit. I'm going to add some more glutes. So bum squeeze, 8 counts, ready, go. 8, 7, 6. Really tightening that bottom, pushing into your thighs. You should work in your glutes and your hamstrings. And then roll it down, quick knee hug. And then we're back again for some more. So this time, we're going to have a little go at picking the hip up and changing sides like a march. So I'm just going to show you what I mean. So I'm going to lift one leg up to tabletop position. So this is lined up, my knee and my hips are lined up. And as I blow the air out, I'm just going to pick up my hips like this. And down, change sides. and down. Change sides. So we exhale, pick the hips up. You're working really hard on one side now. Exhale, pick the hips up. Keep the hips level so we're not dipping and rolling. Everything lined up. Bring it down, down. And lift. Lower. Exhale to lift. And lower. Now we're going to pick up and we're going to pulse. Hold it. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and down. Other side, no break. Here we go. Up we go, and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, take the arms wide. As you roll the knees away, turn the head in the opposite direction. Bring it in, go the other way. We're going to do one more each side, bring it in, go the other way. And again, big breath in, big breath out. Lovely. I'm going to do a little bit more balance work here. So I'm just going to have you stretch out in a long line like this. And then just a cheeky quick balance. So you're in a really, really long line, it's going to feel wobbly. So your legs are stacked on top of each other and your arm is straight out and your head is down. I'm going to inhale, lift up a little bit. And as you exhale, reach it out. Just 2 more, we're only doing a little bit. Inhale. And reach it out. I want you to stretch your head and your feet away. So you get a really big stretch through the spine. Big breath in. And stretch everything away. So let's just quickly do that on the other side. Turn yourself around. Stretch it out. And again, just take a moment to have a wriggle. And we want to have this whole line as long as we can. Hand on top, ready. Big breath in. Big breath out. One side is going to feel a little bit more wobbly than the other side because we've all got a good side and a wobbly side. Big breath in. And big breath out. Okay, now we're on to our little tummy blast section. So, going to get those abs working nicely now. So what I want you to do, in fact I'm going to turn this way so I can see you better. There we go. And at this point, everyone, if you want to, you can pick up your weights again. So I'm going to have these ready for in a minute. So first of all, I'm just thinking about my tummy. And I want to get this connection. So as I breathe in, I'm going to go wide and deep. As I blow the air out, I'm just getting a feeling of narrowing between my sit bones, my hip bones and my ribs. And it's a feeling of wrapping the tummy muscles in and around my body. So I'm getting this long line through my spine, the connection as the abs wrap around. Let's do that again. Breathing in and exhale. Let's just really find that connection. But I'm not dipping my back into the mat, look. I'm wrapping and drawing in tight. Now, I'm going to lace the hands behind the head for support. At this point, if you want to challenge, you can take your weights and have Mickey Mouse ears and just hold them up here like this. Or you can go hands behind the head and support. It really is your choice. I'm going to do a little bit of ab prep. Nice big exhale, drop the chin and up. Rolling. I'm going to keep this really level if I can and then go back down. So as I exhale, I'm sliding my ribs towards my pelvis. I'm really working hard not to tuck and scrunch, okay? So we're doing 8 more. Up we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're going to make that a little bit more interesting, /harder. So what I want you to do is gently take one leg up to your tabletop position. I'm really going to get this connection here. Let's take the other leg up. Now if your back's sore today, we're just going to keep one leg on the floor. Okay, so don't lift 2 legs if the back is sore. And if you're okay, 2 legs up. We're going to do some dips. As you exhale, dipping down. Big exhale, find this connection. Start your breath a little bit before your movement. So we're going to go breathe, connect, move. So it's quite a positive exhale. 8 more. knee hug, bring it in. So we're actually going to flex up a little bit here. And again, you can use your weights, grab my weights again, or you can just have your hands on your knees. So here's the options. Without the weights, we're going to flex up carefully, or again, if you've got a sore neck, keep your head down, make sure you've got your pillow under your head if you want it. And we're going to do a leg stretch, like this. We're going to hug that knee in tight. Now, if you want to add a little bit more to that, here's your weights, and we just hold them above the knee, which is a bit more challenging, so your choice. You hug or hold. Ready? 10 movements, and 4, 3, 2, 1, mini knee hug, mini break. So now we're going to go into a little bit of oblique work. And again, today if you're feeling a little bit sore, what you're going to do with this next exercise is ditch the weights and just gently take a stretch with one leg, and you're going to slowly count yourself out. 5 goes on one side, and then you're going to slowly count yourself out. 5 goes on the other side. For those of you who want to challenge a little bit today, we're back with the weights. The legs come up with lots of connection here, and we're going to do our obliques with the cans. So head and shoulders up off the mat for me, and it'll be 10 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knee hug. Good. So I'm going to do your double leg stretch, but with a leg down today. So for those of you, and you know who you are, if you want to challenge yourself, you're going to take both legs up and do both legs at once. So we're going to do 5 on one side and 5 on the other side. So here we go. We start flexed up with the cans either side of the knee. Exhale, inhale, tuck. 2, 3, 4, 5, and mini break while we change. Up comes the other leg. We're going to flex over. Abs are really connected here. Ready? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and there's your break. Okay, so I'm going to pop the cans down. I'm going to have a quick go at your scissor stretch. So again, if you have a stiff back or very tight hamstrings, I would suggest that you get a pillow for this one and really support your head, okay? If you're feeling fine and you don't want to do that, then that's good. The next option is to do this with head and shoulders flexed up, so it makes it a bit more challenging on the core muscles. I want you to reach the legs to the ceiling and give them a little shake. And then we're going to hang out here and take a big breath in. We're going to reach one leg away and the other leg comes in, creating a really big stretch. Stay here to breathe in. Reach, center, reach, center. Now you can do this one leg at a time. So for those of you who have got 2 legs up, keep going for me a couple of goes. You can literally have one leg on the floor and have a little stretch here at this point with your pillow under your head. For those of you who are up here, we're going to pick up the pace for a set of 10. Ready? Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knee hug and take a breather. Well done. That was your little abs blast. So we're gently going to roll onto our side, come up to a sitting point. How are we all doing? We're all still alive? Yeah? Hi everybody. Okay, really good. Now, last little bit before we do our stretch out. Got to have a little bit more work before you stretch. So come on to hands and knees for me like this. And again, we've got that feeling of creating length between your head and your bottom. Draw the abs in carefully. I want to pull the shoulders back. And I'm going to have you just gently reach opposite arm, opposite leg like this. Okay, so I'm just going to move out so you can see my whole body. Okay, exhale. Inhale. Now, if you want a challenge, grab your beans. Okay? Here we go. We're going to do exhale, reach. Inhale in. Exhale, reach. Inhale in. Just one more each side. Exhale, reach. Inhale in. Exhale, reach. Inhale in. We're going to do 5 on one side. So ditch the other tin of beans. 1 tin. 5. 4. 3. 2. Hold it. Stay there. Keep breathing. Gonna add some pulses. 6, 5, 4. 3 little exhales. And release. Okay, so we're going to do that all on the other side. 5 gentle stretches and 6 pulses. Regroup with the shoulders, pull them back, send the sit bones away, get the core in. Ready, exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Stay there, take a big breath in. Pulsing. 3, 2, 1, and down. Good work. Little break, scoop the tummy in. Take a stretch. All right. Last little bit before we stretch out, promise. Hands down, knees down. Tuck those toes. Going to do a little bit of knee lifting. Give me a big breath in. As you exhale, I'm going to float the knees off the mat, pushing firmly into the ball of the foot. Reach the ears forwards and the sit bones back. Stay here, breathe in. Bring it down. Big breath in, wide and deep, up we go. Want you to hold it here. We're breathing in. And then we're just gently lowering it down. Really nice. Go ahead and give yourself 2 more goes. Exhale up. Inhale, hold. Exhale, release. 1 more. Exhale up. Inhale, hold it. And exhale back down. Really working hard to pull those shoulders back as much as you can. Well done, everyone. Okay, last bit is press-ups. We're going to do it. So, if you're feeling very brave and confident today, I would say go ahead and do your full plank, like this, okay? But we are going to do a few sets in different positions. So today, I'm going to take the easy option and I'm going to go knees down, okay? So first of all, my first position is with arms wide. So hands are spread out, fingers are spread out, and I'm going to go wide, wider than my shoulders, okay? Eye line is just in front of your fingertips and reach your head and your bottom apart. We're going to do 3 sniffs to go down. Big long exhale out. 3 sniffs. 2 more. 1 more. Mini break. Scoop and stretch. Okay, next position is a tricep press. So you're going to tuck your elbows in and the hand position is here. So that as I push, I'm tucking my elbows into my waistline. So have a look. It's 3 sniffs down and we're doing 4 goes again. So this time your head and your shoulders are going to stay forwards of your hands if you can. So here we go. 3 sniffs. One more. Whew. I find that hard on my triceps. Okay, give your hands a little shake. So, final position. Fingers and thumbs are going to be like this, and it's a chest press. So I'm keeping my hands like this. Put them on the floor. They're under your chest. And we're stretching the head away from the bottom again. Knees down or full plank, your choice if you're going to be a hero. We're going to do 3 sniffs. Ready? Chest press. And again. Chest press. Couple more. 1 more. Well done, everybody. Give your hands a shake. So because we just worked that chest, I want you to just gently link your fingers behind you. You can sit down or up for this, it doesn't matter. I'm going to stretch. Give the shoulders a little shrug. Breathing in and out. So I'm going to go the other way. Bring the arms in front, scoop the abs in. We're going to flex. Big breath in, big breath out. Then we're going to release that off. Okay, so what I want you to do is grab your pillow. I'm just going to do a quick stretch on the legs with your towel. We're nearly there. Put yourself on to your pillow, one foot in the towel. Now, the other leg can be bent or straight, depending on how your back's feeling and how flexible you are. We're just going to do 5 little stretches. Up we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently let that leg go out to the side a little bit. Take a breather, just hang out here. Okay, we're going to bring it in. Now we're going to cross the leg over the midline slightly, but keep your bum down. So actually going to stretch the side of the leg and the back of the bottom. So I'm just pulling it over a little bit, not too much. Big breaths in and out. Then I'm going to release that. I'm going to change feet, so I'm going to put my other foot in here. And again, if you're a little bit sore or tight in the back, you're going to have your other knee bent. If it's available to you, go ahead and straighten that leg out. Up we go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold on to the towel firmly and you're going to take the leg out to the side. So really opening up that inner thigh. Hang out here, breathe. Then bringing it up. And again, we're going to keep this hip really heavy. Allow the leg to cross the midline slightly and you should feel a really big stretch through your IT band, in the bottom, through this side of the shin, and just breathe for me. And then relax that leg down. So you're just going to gently let those knees roll side to side. And then last little bit, bring yourself up carefully. Pillow down. Bum on pillow. You can have legs crossed or straight out in front, whatever feels good to you. I'm going to go ahead and cross my legs because that's what I like to do, but you do what feels good. Just going to take a big breath in for me. As you exhale, we're going to lengthen. Keep this arm nice and straight. Stay here, breathe in. I'm going to release that down. So I'm going to go straight into the other side. Big breath in. Palm over, exhale, lengthen, keep this arm straight. Stay there, breathe in. And we're going to release that down. We're going to just do one more each side. Big breath in. Big breath out, reach, reach, reach. Hang out here, really big breath in. And release. One more inhale. Exhale over. Stay here, take a really big breath in. And release. Roll those shoulders. Stretch up. And release that down. And then give yourself a clap. Well done, everybody. Good work. Is everyone still alive out there? Send me some thumbs up or something. How are we doing? We good? Okay. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being there, and I'm going to leave this on for until Monday. So if you want to do the workout again, you can, or if you missed the workout or you want to send it to a friend, then that's fine, do that too. So thank you guys, thank you so much, and I'm going to say goodbye now. Everybody enjoy their weekend, whatever they can, but stay safe and stay well, yeah? All right, take care. Bye.